Have you ever wondered where everything began? What is the origin of life, the universe, and everything in it? These are questions that have captivated humans for centuries, sparking philosophical debates, scientific research, and spiritual introspections. At the heart of many of these discussions is the Genesis story, a narrative that holds a pivotal place in various cultures and religions around the world. Genesis, the very first book of the Bible, is more than just a religious text. It's a tale of beginnings and endings, of creation and destruction, of divine intervention and human resilience. With its profound themes and timeless lessons, it continues to resonate with people of all walks of life, offering insights into the human condition and our place in the cosmos. So, are you ready to explore the profound depths of this ancient narrative, to probe the mysteries of existence as told through the lens of Genesis? Dive in with us as we unravel the mysteries of the Genesis story, the very first book of the Bible. In the beginning there was nothing but God, and then God said, "Let there be light," and there was light. The story of creation unfolds over 7 days, a celestial week of unmatched grandeur. On the first day, God, in his infinite wisdom, divided light from darkness, creating day and night. On the second day, God formed the sky. He separated the waters below from the waters above, creating a firmament, a vast expanse of blue, which we now call sky. The third day saw God command the waters under the sky to gather together. Dry land appeared, and he called it earth. The waters he named seas. Then he called forth vegetation, plants yielding seed and trees bearing fruit, each according to its kind. On the fourth day God crafted the sun, moon, and stars. These celestial bodies were to serve as signs for seasons, days, and years. They were to give light upon the earth, ruling over day and night and separating light from darkness. On the fifth day God filled the sky and seas with life, birds to fly across the heavens and sea creatures to swim in the ocean depths. He blessed them, saying, "Be fruitful and multiply." The sixth day was a busy one. God created all the land animals, each according to its kind, but the pinnacle of God's creation was yet to come. He created humans in his own image, male and female, and gave them dominion over all other living things. God saw all that he had made, and behold, it was very good. Then came the seventh day. God had finished his work of creation, so he rested. He blessed the seventh day and made it holy, a day of rest. And so, in 6 days, the world as we know it was created, and on the seventh day God rested. Now imagine a garden, a paradise, where the first humans, Adam and Eve, lived. In the heart of this Eden, God formed the first man, Adam. From the dust of the ground he breathed life into him. A living being unlike any other creature was formed, carrying in him the breath of life, the divine spark. But Adam was alone, and God in his wisdom knew that it wasn't good for man to be alone. So, from one of Adam's ribs, God created Eve, a companion, a helpmate, the first woman. Adam and Eve lived in perfect harmony with creation. They had everything they could ever want in Eden. Life was idyllic, a true paradise. They walked with God in the cool of the day, living in perfect communion with their Creator. However, in this paradise there was a single restriction. Amidst all the trees laden with delicious fruits, there was one they were forbidden to touch, the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. God warned them, "Eat of it, and you shall surely die." Now enter the serpent, the most cunning of all the beasts. It was the serpent who tempted Eve, casting doubt on God's words, and promising her that eating the fruit would not lead to death but to enlightenment, making them like God, knowing good and evil. Eve, swayed by the serpent's words, took a bite of the forbidden fruit. She then gave some to Adam, who also ate. In that moment their eyes were opened. They realized their nakedness and felt shame for the first time. This was the original sin, the first act of disobedience towards God, a rebellion that broke the perfect harmony they had with their Creator. And thus, with a bite of the forbidden fruit, sin entered the world. And with it came the consequences: expulsion from Eden, the loss of innocence, and the introduction of death into creation. Next in the Genesis story, we meet Adam and Eve's sons, Cain and Abel. These two brothers, as different as night and day, were the first to show us the devastating effects of jealousy and unchecked anger. Cain, the elder of the two, was a tiller of the ground, a hardworking farmer who toiled under the sun. His younger brother Abel, on the other hand, was a shepherd, caring for his flock with a gentle hand. When it came time to offer sacrifices to God, Abel's offering was accepted, a sign of divine favor, while Cain's was rejected. This was the first seed of jealousy planted in Cain's heart. Rather than learning from his disappointment and seeking to improve his offering, Cain allowed his jealousy to fester. The green-eyed monster grew, feeding on his anger until it consumed him completely. This unchecked emotion led him down a destructive path, resulting in the unthinkable, the first murder in human history. One day, overcome by his resentment, Cain lured his brother out into the fields. In a fit of rage, he struck Abel, ending his brother's life. This tragic event marked the first time blood was shed by human hands, a stark reminder of the destructive potential of jealousy and anger. From this heartbreaking event, we learn the dangers of envy and unchecked anger. This tale of two brothers serves as a timeless warning against letting negative emotions control our actions. But the world continued to be filled with wickedness until God decided to cleanse it with a great flood. As the wickedness of mankind spread like wildfire, God saw the corruption that had engulfed his creation. Amidst the chaos, there was one man who found favor in the eyes of the Lord: Noah. Noah was a righteous man, a beacon of hope in a world swallowed by darkness. God, in his divine wisdom, decided to cleanse the earth of its corruption. He chose Noah, a man of faith and obedience, for a task of monumental significance. Noah was to build an ark, a vessel that would carry the seeds of a new world. Under God's specific instructions, Noah set to work. He constructed an ark of gopher wood, 300 cubits long, 50 cubits wide, and 30 cubits high. The ark was to be a refuge for Noah, his family, and a pair of every living creature. While others scoffed at Noah's endeavor, he remained steadfast in his faith. Unwavering, undeterred, he continued his work, trusting in the promise of God. As the last nail was hammered into the ark, the first drops of rain began to fall. For 40 days and 40 nights the heavens opened and rain fell upon the earth. The great flood had come, washing away the wickedness that had tainted God's creation. The ark, a testament to Noah's faith and obedience, sailed upon the turbulent waters, carrying the promise of a new beginning. When the rain ceased and the waters receded, Noah, his family, and the animals stepped out onto a cleansed earth. God made a covenant with Noah, symbolized by a rainbow in the sky. Never again would he destroy the earth by a flood. Noah's story serves as a reminder of the importance of faith even in the face of overwhelming adversity. So, what can we take away from these early chapters of Genesis? Diving into the heart of Genesis, we journey from creation to the aftermath of the Great Flood. The narrative is rich with lessons, each chapter a treasure chest of wisdom. In the beginning, we see a divine force meticulously crafting the universe, a testament to the value of order and purpose. It teaches us that every piece of the cosmos, from the stars above to the grass below, has a place and a purpose. Then we meet Adam and Eve, the first humans, who teach us about the consequences of disobedience and the painful reality of sin. Their story is a stark reminder of the weight of our choices and the ripple effects they can have. Cain and Abel's tale brings to light the destructive power of envy, showing us how unchecked emotions can lead to regrettable actions. Yet even in the midst of this tragedy, we see a glimmer of mercy and forgiveness. The Great Flood, a dramatic climax, underscores the severity of divine judgment but also the promise of redemption. Noah's Ark is a beacon of faith and obedience, a symbol of hope in the face of despair. Genesis then is not just a story of the beginning but a story of humanity, our strengths, our weaknesses, and our relationship with the divine.